Yes, that's right. Many of Europe's big players haven't come to Prague for the summit to launch the EU's Eastern Partnership. The French President Nicolas Sarkozy has stayed away, as have other leaders like Gordon Brown and the Spanish and Italian prime ministers. That poor turnout may reflect the fact that the Czech presidency of the EU has become something of a lame duck since the Czech government collapsed halfway through the presidency, but it also may reflect a kind of lack of enthusiasm for the Eastern Partnership project in some EU countries.
Now, there's those that they would have liked to have seen in Prague. Then there's one head of state that many are pleased not to see in the Czech capital.
Yes, that's right. Well, Belarus is one of the 6 ex-Soviet states joining the Eastern Partnership, and I think it's probably fair to say that there's relief all round that the country's president, Alexander Lukashenko, hasn't come to Prague. The Belarus leader has been called the last dictator in Europe. His regime has been criticized by the West for human rights violations. The EU had reportedly invited him to the summit only after a lot of hesitation, so probably several European leaders will be glad this evening that his hand isn't one that they'll have to shake.
And there was sort of a gentleman's agreement, they said, for him to stay away?
Well, that isn't clear, but he is being, or rather, Belarus is being represented by the Deputy Prime Minister, and I think he was offended by the fact that the West had criticized his regime.
All right, thanks for that, Ian.